Imagine waking up one day to realize you've lost everything. Not because of bad luck, but because you wasted the one thing more valuable than money, power, or intelligence: time. This is exactly what happened to a brilliant young boy named Arjun. He had everything: sharp intelligence, talent, and potential. But one mistake nearly destroyed his future. What was his mistake? And how did he turn his life around? Let's find out. Arjun lived in a peaceful village. He was a bright student, praised by teachers, and admired by friends. But despite his intelligence, Arjun had one major weakness: he never valued time. His days were spent playing games, chatting endlessly, and scrolling through his phone. His parents warned him many times, saying, "Time is precious, don't waste it." But Arjun would simply laugh and say, "I have plenty of time, I'll study later." One day, his school announced the annual exam results. Arjun, who once topped the class, had scored terribly. His teachers, who once admired him, were now disappointed. His friends, who once surrounded him, slowly started ignoring him. When he got home, his parents silently stared at his report card. Their faces showed not just disappointment, but deep sadness. Arjun felt a knot in his stomach. For the first time, he was angry at himself, but didn't know how to change. That night, feeling lost, Arjun went to his grandfather, the wisest elder in the village. Sitting beside him, he sighed and said, "Grandpa, I don't understand. I was always a good student. Why did I fail?" His grandfather smiled and replied, "My son, the problem isn't that you're not intelligent. The problem is that you have taken time for granted. Time is the most precious gift. If used wisely, it will lead you to success. If wasted, it will pull you down." Confused, Arjun asked, "But Grandpa, we always have time, don't we?" "I can always make up for lost time later, right?" His grandfather's face turned serious. "No, my child. Time is like a flowing river. Once it passes, it never returns. Let me tell you a story about a king who made the same mistake you are making." Grandpa began. "A long time ago, there was a mighty king named Vikram. He had everything: wealth, power, and a vast kingdom. But he had one terrible habit: he wasted time. Instead of managing his kingdom, he spent hours in meaningless entertainment. He kept postponing important work, saying, 'I'll do it tomorrow.' One day, a wise sage visited his court and warned him, 'Your Majesty, you have everything, but you are wasting your most valuable treasure: time. If you don't use it wisely, one day you will deeply regret it.' The king laughed. 'I have plenty of time. I'll do whatever I want, whenever I want.' The sage shook his head. 'Never take time lightly, my king. It can destroy even the greatest rulers.' But the king ignored him. Years passed, and the king grew old. His health declined, his army weakened, and his enemies grew stronger. His people lost faith in him. Desperate, he searched for the sage to seek his advice, but it was too late. The sage was gone. Now, neither his wealth nor his power could save him. And in his final days, the king realized that time was the greatest treasure of all." Arjun sat in deep thought. For the first time, he realized how much precious time he had wasted. He looked at his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, is it too late for me to change?" His grandfather's eyes twinkled with wisdom. "No, my child. The wheel of time never stops, but you must act now. Remember, never postpone anything for tomorrow when you can do it today." That night, Arjun made a decision that changed his life forever. From that day forward, Arjun stopped wasting time. He created a strict schedule, divided his day wisely, and focused on his studies. No more distractions, no more delays. Gradually, he saw the results of his discipline. In the next exams, he topped his class. Years later, That same Arjun became a successful businessman, admired and respected by all. People would ask him, "What's the secret of your success?" And he would always say, "Time is the real treasure. If you use it wisely, it will give you everything. But if you waste it, it will take everything from you."